Hello and welcome back to Betches. I'm Sami.
I'm Jordana.
I'm Aleen.
What's up? Welcome back.
Oh, thank you so much.
How was the trip? It looked
Busy.
packed.
Yes, it's exactly that.
Yeah. You know when you watch someone's story and you're like, I want to take a nap just watching this?
And indeed I did too. I wanted to nap so badly, but I could not.
But now you're back.
And now I'm back.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
Do you like LA as a city?
it's fine. It's nice to visit, but everything is so not real.
Yeah.
Like I stayed at a nice hotel and it was not
That nice.
like that. It was just like put together with like sticks and stones.
Like
Yeah.
supposed to look good
Like,
online.
yeah, it's supposed to look so beautiful. And then you get there and you're like, this is a new hotel. Why does this look like
Cheap?
this? Yeah. And like you get about 15% of what you paid for.
Do you want to go to Anti-Plug City?
Was the one.
Oh, that's what I thought you were. The one
It
West
looked nice
Hollywood.
in your picture.
It's not that new.
It's fairly new.
The one, I
10
feel like
years
the
old.
one's whole thing is that they look like new and nice.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Oh, I stayed there like 5 years ago. It's not that new.
But still 5
Yeah.
years for a hotel
No, I
to
don't
be
know.
around.
I don't know if it was.
It's not
that brand new
old.
then.
It's not old.
It's not old. Right.
It's not old.
I think that's like everything now.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Everything is falling apart.
It's just annoying because like I'm down for like I don't like wasting money. I'm down to spend for value, but I hate wasting money and wasting time, and that drives me insane. And
Lots of time wasted there too with the traffic. Did
don't
you
even
have
get me
that?
started. And I spent a whole day flying. Like I had
Was there
to
delays?
no, well there weren't delays for my flights, but I had to go to San Fran for like a meeting. And it was like a whole day of just flying.
Back and forth to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying home. Anyway, but it was great because I told you you saw that I forgot my bra. I brought like fucking three purses. What do I need 3 purses for? I brought things that I did not need, 2 pairs of headphones, but no, I forgot
That always happens.
a bra. And it was really, and I didn't have time to go and buy a new one. So thank God I had the silicone cups.
Amazoned one, no? To the hotel?
I was just like, I'm not doing this. So I siliconed my cups
Wow.
all week.
Can I tell you something? This actually
great.
happened to me today.
Yeah.
Where
Today?
I'm wearing a sweat like a
A sports bra.
like
Okay.
it's not a sports bra. It's like an athleisure tank.
top, I had a
because I
sports bra,
forgot
but I
to
was
bring a
wearing
bra with me to the city, and they're all dirty.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you're back and brought up.
Yeah. Can I tell you a funny story though? It brought
Yes,
me much
of course.
joy. Okay. So I'll FaceTime with my daughter, Mila, and my Lucas, but he's not paying attention most of the time. And she likes me to give her the tour of like anytime I'm traveling.
Oh, that's cute.
So I'll
Right,
show.
she cares.
I'm
That's
like,
nice.
no, she loves. Like, Mommy,
wants to see
like,
where she is.
Do you want a work trip? Like, it's so cute. So I'll show her the hotel, and I'm like, this is where I sleep, and this is my clothes. She goes, Mommy, show me the potty. So I'm like, okay,
That's
here.
so cute.
So I like take her to the bathroom. I show her the potty. She goes, what? It was so sweet. She's like, that's your potty. It was just like a normal toilet.
Yeah.
And she was like,
What did she think was so cool about
wow, nothing. Like
Okay.
she's just like so cute and innocent. She's only 4. She's only been in this world for 4
Right.
years.
That's
and,
wild.
And she's because it's familiar to her. Like
Right.
this potty, it's such a big deal for her to go to potty. I mean, she's potty trained. Everything is great, but she's just like, that's your potty.
Right.
Wow.
That like you have a potty there.
And
like
she-
potty's so
yes.
important in her
And
mind.
the
Right.
funniest is the reaction. Go, what? Like, I'm like, yeah, honey, this is my potty. She's like, show me. Anyway, it was really sweet
That's
and
really
heartwarming, and it just kind of set me back to remember like I was bitching about the hotel, and it was like these little things.
Well, I was going
like,
to say, it sounds like
to remember,
Mila liked the hotel.
but you know what I mean. Like it just like centered me and grounded
Yeah.
me like back into like
Appreciate your potty.
appreciation. I appreciate your potty.
Yeah.
Right.
And-
Did it feel like a better toilet after
No,
because
like,
of that?
but it was sweet. Like every time
Yeah.
I went to pee, I was like, "Oh, Mila loves this potty."
That's hilarious.
But it was just like going back into gratitude.
Do you think it's
rather
like
than being
crazy
a
to her
complaining
that
bitch?
do you think it's like crazy to her that there can be a potty like at her house that's like so important, this potty? Like, you know,
Yeah.
she has like a lot of memories
I
with this potty.
take
And then
her-
you have a potty too.
Maybe.
But it's like, oh, like mommy's across like somewhere far. And
Where-
she also has one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I take her to the bathroom in restaurants.
Yeah, but it's
and
like
things
you're with
like
her.
that. I'm with her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That you also, when you're not, when
get
she's
your
not
own potty.
around,
I also
that
have
you
a
do
potty.
things. Right.
It's
on the
Right.
so
toilet.
sweet.
That's
but it was
very cute.
really cute because it was like, what?
What is that?
What? Anyway, so that was my peak.
That's amazing.
Just kidding. No, it was good.
very
It was
cute.
good.
Honestly, like we should appreciate the little things.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see that? Okay, Elon Musk got like ripped apart by this 87-year-old author named Joyce Carol Oates. You maybe like
No.
know that name.
I
Okay,
know who Joyce Carol.
You know
She's like a very
she's a
famous
very
author.
famous author
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
on
see
Twitter.
what
so
happened.
so
I thought you
he
were gonna say she was like a TikTok author. Like she's
no
a real
no
author.
no,
yeah.
sure, but you might be more likely
Books
to
she's
know the
written, I'm not sure what they are,
Doesn't
but
matter.
I know.
The point is, the point. She's a
I know
famous
she's
author.
written- I respect that she's written them.
some books.
So she tweets. So she tweets something that was like, she doesn't even mention his name, but she's like, don't you find it crazy that the world's richest man like never tweets about anything that like normal people could enjoy, like a nice sunset or spending time with his family or a joke or a movie or a book that he liked. And she said like, it's wild that like being the richest man, he is so person like that such a rich person could be so poor, but she didn't say his name. It's just like clear it's about him. And he like then spends like the next like several hours just like insulting her, and she keeps like coming back with like really good insults. Like she says, she's like,
I did not see
she's
this.
like,
It's funny.
she's
The
like,
fact
do you want to know
the
why?
fact that he identified it as himself.
Yes, exactly.
Also was kind of like he could have just been like, I don't know. Yeah, like that sucks for that person.
But he is the world's
exactly.
richest man,
But-
though.
no, he didn't say, but she didn't say, I don't
There's
think
a
it like
few
referenced.
like pretty rich men. I feel like that.
I don't think she didn't like, it wasn't
He's the-
clear that she was. No, I think
now.
Larry Ellison is now.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's always shifting.
True.
But either way, the point was she didn't name him. She didn't reference him directly. But then she comes back with another one where it's like such a person will always be miserable because wherever he goes, he will follow. And any place that invites him is devalued by the invitation. And she just keeps.
That's like fucking profit.
She's a writer.
Yeah,
right?
she's a writer. And then
Profit level.
And then all of a sudden he starts like commenting on these like movie accounts, like great scene. and they're all like an ad pops up even on my feed that was like Blinkist, Elon Musk's favorite books.
I wasn't in this corner of the internet at this time. But it
Twitter.
sounds really enjoyable.
It was really funny.
No, it sounds really
Like,
fun. It's funny
yeah.
how like a lot of these like world's richest men are like at their hearts like truly losers.
That's exactly the problem. That's like literally the core of the issue.
Aw.
Yeah.
Make America cool again.
I don't really feel bad for them.
So before we get into the headlines of the week, don't worry, guys. We would not leave you hanging without Sami doing the promised monologue for Aleen and I. We updated Aleen on watching
I
this
caught
last
up.
week.
Yeah.
And before you get into it, so we can discuss this before you actually do the monologue, do you want us to be honest or do you want us to be kind?
I'll know if you're being
What are we
honest.
supposed to do?
We're going to say if she should go into acting.
I think you should be
Honest?
honest, and I
Okay.
know that
Don't
you
be
can't
kind.
be kind.
She wouldn't be here if I wanted kindness.
Yeah, like this is the thing. You'd be like,
I know you wouldn't be kind.
no, this is the thing. Like, if you thought I was even the slightest bit okay, like I'll know if you actually think I'm the slightest bit
Okay.
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 If you think I'm bad, I'll also know. But if you think I'm like actually pretty good, I know you will restrain yourselves.
Do you
from
want like a
telling me
score on 1 to 10?
We'll restrain ourselves from telling you that you were good.
that I'm great? Like,
No, we wouldn't.
Like, I just think you're
I
gonna be
would
hard
tell
to
you.
see
I
me.
told you your dance was great.
My dance was fine.
I thought it was great.
pretty
Better
good.
than I could do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, well, I want you to be honest.
Okay.
No scores.
So
no scores. I don't like
We're not
scores.
like big cunts. Like, we'll tell you.
No, because it's
yourself.
funnier. No, not because like you're mean, but because it's funnier to like make fun of me and to like kind of.
Well, it is, but also to appreciate art when we see it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see.
Maybe
Let's see if I can do
give her
it.
like a Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I don't want to score. I don't
no
want to
score.
score.
She
I don't want to score.
Just
I
like
want-
potential.
Sammy's not like Aleen and I would want to score because we're very competitive.
Yeah.
Sammy, that's not
Just
her
like
nature.
she wants
what
to
does the
pass
score
fail.
mean? Like, what if the score isn't against a rubric? It's just like your opinions. No, I don't want pass fail. I want
about-
qualitative analysis.
How about like high potential,
I want
medium
qualitative.
potential?
She wants like just
Because
like
this is an audition for basically going into acting school. So like, it means that you're going in.
does she have the raw talent that could be refined with a class?
Okay, that's fine.
Multiple
kind of what the-
classes.
Yeah, like
with
Christopher.
with training. With
Training.
yeah.
With training.
Okay,
But does
let's
she
go.
have that it factor?
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if I can. I don't know, but we're
let's
gonna
go.
find out.
Okay. So Sammy, we sent her a few options, and she has decided to go with the monologue from The Devil Wears Prada, original movie, not the sequel because it's not out yet. And Aleen and I, as you would in an audition room, are going to play the other parts in the scene to set you up for your monologue. Aleen's going to be Jocelyn, someone who works at the magazine, and I'm going to be Anne Hathaway.
Question: what is Emily Blunt's character's name?
They're both named the same.
Oh yeah,
thing,
they're both
right?
named Emily.
Yeah.
Emily, yeah.
Yeah.
But are
you're
either
right.
of their names actually
That's
Emily?
Her name is Emily.
Or
They're both-
her name is but then she was like Emily number 2 or
It's
something.
Emily Charlton in the movie.
Okay, so she's
yeah,
Emily.
that's right. They're both Emily.
Easy
Yeah.
for her.
Well, she called her Andy. She was like Emily.
Andy.
Like she would call
Right,
her
yes.
Emily.
She called
her
all her
name is
assistants
Emily
that.
Blunt, and her name is Emily.
Yes. That did happen.
How exciting!
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're doing this. Hold on. Let me just now I'm Miranda Priestley.
Okay, just go like
Get
this.
into the method. Are you a method actress?
Yeah.
Have I been acting like
Let her get into her
Sorry,
method.
I'm sorry.
that? Okay, hold on. Let me think.
You've entered the audition room. Aleen and I
Okay.
are judging you from our desk. What do they have? Like a desk they sit behind?
Where are the belts for this dress? Why is no one ready?
Here, it's a tough call. They're so different.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the.
She's so good.
Something funny?
No, nothing's. It's just that both of those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm still learning about this stuff, and
This stuff? Oh, okay, I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But that sweater is not just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns. And then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military jackets. I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores. And then it trickled down into some tragic casual corner where you, no doubt, fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry, when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff. How do you do?
very good.
So good.
Wait, really?
So good.
Very, very good.
Can I go to class?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I
thank
feel
you.
like there is potential there.
Yeah, right.
100,000%. Also because you were like really in it to the point where I was like
Yeah,
not
you
in
you,
it.
you
transformed.
tensed up a little.
I tensed up because I was like,
You were
I was like,
uncomfortable with
I
the
don't
tension in the
know
room?
how to be because I'm not in character. I'm Aleen. I was like, what do I do? What do I do with my body?
Wow.
Oh my God, yeah.
Also because
Mesmerized.
you looked Jordana up and down. That was really good.
Yes.
I feel like you'd be good for like the stage too. Like,
I prefer to be on the
yeah,
stage.
it was giving like not Broadway. What's the opposite?
Off-Broadway?
Like not singing.
A play.
Yeah, that. You'd be
That
good for
is what I always wanted to do. Be in
An
a play.
off-Broadway play.
What is it? It's called
Not Broadway.
Off-Broadway. Off-Broadway
I
play.
do feel like I could do
giving
off Broadway.
off-Broadway.
Okay, you know what I was picturing? I was picturing like
Me yesterday.
I was picturing like somebody who I really have like contempt for their taste and like that they actually like dared come say something. I was like actually pretending in my head that I hate not you, but like I hated the person I'm saying this to.
It's really good.
Thank you.
I
We're
feel
good.
like you have
we
to
would
have-
tell you
Yeah.
if it was good, which we did.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I think it was like it didn't feel like exactly the same as the Meryl performance. It felt like your own take on it.
Can I also say that it was better than Kim Kardashian and All's Fair?
Oh, well look.
You know, do you ever see all the pockets of the internet doing
Making fun of
Kim's acting?
No,
Did you
but I
see
did
her
see-
post being like, "Thank you all for watching like this Academy Award winning like performance"? Like she's making
Making
fun
fun
of
of
it
herself.
Oh, she
entirely.
knows she's bad.
Oh my God, like, because it got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, but like leaned in so
zero?
hard. And at the end of her whole thing, like the whole carousel, you have to watch the whole thing.
Okay.
She like posts tweets of people saying she sucked, all this stuff. And then at the end, it's like, this show has like billions of views or viewers than anyone else. So like, so it was like she was kind of like in on the joke, laughing at people laughing
I'm
at her.
proud of her that she did that.
So
Because she also
good.
failed the bar. This is not really her best
No, I
week.
know. But to that point, like her acting was very Like you had more depth.
Yes.
I
can
believed
do
you
it.
so much so that I felt uncomfortable.
Oh my God, good. That's what you want to
made
do to
Aleen
the audience.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do to the audience. Okay, good. So I can take a lesson and we can see if this works.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see
Okay.
if we can come see you in an off-Broadway play.
Okay, great.
The
Oh my
dream.
gosh. Mate, you know what I would love to do? I really want to write a play. I know exactly what the play will be. Maybe I could tell you here.
Okay.
It's speaking of asshole rich people who are such fucking losers, I have this like idea.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I have this idea. No one steal it. I already actually have it all on paper, so I can, you'll be in trouble if you steal it. I've started writing it. It's this idea where there's this cyber attack, and then all the rich people, like the richies who made escape plans, a bunch of them, like 4 different families, maybe it's going to be 5, go to this seastead island that they created, that they like, and they have a staff and they like planned for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to be on this island, and it basically chronicles like a year in which everyone ends up dead, and you don't know how, but there's like a journalist who
good.
finds the island like after, and she finds like all the security tapes and like all the like evidence and like artifacts from it. And that's how she puts together like how they all died on the island and how like it all fell apart. So like, in the beginning, they're all
fun.
going to end up dead. It's just a question of like, how did they?
Right.
And the thing
That's
is
fun.
that they all, so they have this like, they have everything. They have luxury, they have staff, they're safe, quote unquote, but they're all fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And they all hate each other. So they either end up killing each other or themselves.
Very
or,
Lord of the Flies.
It's
Very.
literally
And that
on the
mo-
thing
and
I
that-
wrote, inspired by Lord of the Flies and Succession and Mountainhead and the Menu.
The menu.
The Menu.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
It's kind of like the
Also
Menu.
reminds me of a little bit like the Ryan Murphy show, American Horror Story, but when they go into the bunker.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Apocalypse.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
Billy Eichner, right?
Yeah.
But it is
yeah.
that kind of vibe. So
They
I don't
take
want to
all
be
like the people who like have access to the bunker into the bunker, but it's a little bit
Oh, I
more
should
like
write that.
dark.
I should watch that. So my idea is that this could be a play, or like it could be a movie or a TV show. But like I
Yours would be
envision it as
funnier.
a play.
That was like
no, it
about
would be
Satan.
funny. It would be funny.
Maybe
it would
you
be
could
like
make it a
fucked up.
one-woman show.
No,
Writer,
I can't be all the.
director,
No.
actor.
Get Sarah
no,
Snook.
No,
Yes.
but I would put like a small part in it for myself to be like
course.
to
Like a
be
cameo.
like a cameo. Yeah, not like and that would be my first part.
That's amazing.
So anyone who's interested,
I'm interested.
we could like really try and produce it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Weren't you starting that as a book once?
It was a little different. This is that idea, but adapted.
I like it.
But I
Okay.
like this one more, and I think it's be funnier.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Also, the book that I was writing got like deleted off my computer, and that's why. Yeah, it was like 50 pages, but
Oh, shit.
That's a lot.
no.
of
Like I
pages.
like lost it. Like it wasn't hacked,
That's
but that's
fucked.
how it evolved in my head.
Well, that's fucked. Well,
Anyway,
happy
back to the show.
Happy mistakes.
Speaking of rich people seeming out of touch, Kris Jenner's birthday party.
Before we get into that, I think we should just, because you already talked about Kim failing the bar.
yeah.
I actually, when you were saying Kim failed the bar, I actually think it's quite admirable that she told
Took it?
everyone she failed the bar.
Yeah.
Well, she told
agreed.
everyone she was taking it.
To me, I'm like, I don't know, like why she would mention that she was taking. If it were me, I would take it and then tell everyone if I passed and just not mention that I took
it was part
it.
of the season that she was like showing
Okay.
how she was studying, and she was talking about taking the baby bar, and she was like that. It was part of one of the seasons.
So then, not that impressive for her to just. I thought she just.
No, she's been
I
like
thought-
updating people on
she's
her
been updating.
lawyer.
I thought she just came out and like said I failed the bar like for no reason.
No.
No, people like knew she had done it. People are also on the same schedule as her. Also, the baby bar is really fucking hard. It's like not a joke. It is in no way like
this
doesn't
isn't
make her-
even the baby bar. This is the real
She
bar.
did take the baby bar. She can't take the real bar because
No, she took the real bar.
oh she
Took
did
the real bar.
She took the baby bar 4 times. She passed on her 4th.
right
Yeah.
okay
What is the baby bar?
The baby bar consists of multiple choice questions and 4 essay questions. It's a 1-day test. The California State Bar Exam, on the other hand, is a 2-day test that's administered every February and July, and it consists of 200 multiple choice questions, 5 one-hour essays, and 1 90-minute performance test question. Oh, that sounds miserable.
Why does she need to take the real bar? She's not going to practice, is she?
she probably
wants
she
to.
wants to like she
She's
wants to prove
not
she
going
can
to go to
do
law
it.
school, rather, right?
The bar's for after law school. The
Okay.
baby bar is instead of law school because she didn't go to law school.
And
Okay.
she had like tutor.
I see. So
And
she
then so
passed
you-
that
She
so that
had,
she
like,
could take.
tutor.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So
she
she's
passed
not
the
a
baby
lawyer.
bar so she could take the real. You can't take the real bar unless you
take
either
the-
go to law school or take the baby bar.
Yes.
Got it.
And so she didn't pass. But again, it's not easy. Like it's really hard. But at the same time, like You know what was funny? She apparently conferred with like 4 psychics to ask if she would pass, and they all told her yes. And now she's calling them fucking liars.
She said in her tirade, the entrepreneur, 45, fumed they were pathological liars and full of shit. I'm letting you guys know that all of the fucking psychics that we met with are obsessed with are all fucking full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
And she definitely goes to like the most expensive, famous
Psychic
psychics.
everything. Yeah.
I think that like that doesn't correlate to the goodness of the psychic. And I also feel like Kim Kardashian is
I
so
think
much.
it has something to do your accuracy.
I don't think it has any. It's like your connections. It's like are you Alison Dubois? Like she could charge more than random psychic. Like I just think
you don't think it's like a meritocracy at all. Like the better psychics are better known and charge more.
I think when you bring in like a celebrity kind of thing,
What are we saying? That the psychics?
I don't know if
Just
the
because
psychics
like a
lied to
celebrity
her.
goes to a psychic doesn't mean they're more accurate than like a
Oh.
like someone here
Than
on,
someone
like,
who hasn't been
Canal
seen by a
Street, like
celebrity.
you know.
I actually went to my first. I actually didn't go. I had my first astrology / tarot reading
In
on
the
Sunday.
office?
No, on Sunday.
Oh, we had them yesterday in the
I
office.
saw.
I went to one.
Yes,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Did you get yours read?
because no, I wanted to leave room for everybody to, and it got filled
Yeah.
up in half a second.
Yeah.
Because yesterday's 11/11, the
Oh.
open
Manifesting
portal.
day.
I was wondering. I'm like, whoa, tarot card. That's fun.
It was
like,
the biggest-
Why is she here?
It was the biggest
did I miss this? I was
portal
here.
of manifestation.
I think it was. It was. You
Was it
def-
after work?
No, you were still here. I think.
No, it was during the day.
It was like she was here all day.
She
I
was
missed
all
the.
day.
I have
We need
very
to have
little,
her back
right.
because everybody wanted. So many people couldn't.
She was really sweet.
Yeah?
I loved her. Yeah, she's
Okay,
like
great.
she was some nice Italian girl from New
I'm
Jersey. I felt like I
so
was at
glad
home.
that worked out.
Do you think
Don't
she was
worry.
accurate?
She said a
We'll
lot of
find out.
accurate things to me that were kind of relevant. So
Okay, love it.
Yeah.
I take it as with a grain of salt, but
Yeah.
it's all like fun.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't ask any specific questions like, am I going to pass the bar that could be proven or misproven? I don't like believe in that. Like, how could they know?
I went to the tarot reader that Jared went to.
That I went to too?
That you guys had on the
Yes.
show on You Up.
Yeah. She's good.
We did Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did a virtual reading. That was like almost 2 years ago now.
Oh yeah.
She was
Crazy.
really good, except she said to me, some of these questions are better for a therapist.
No.
That's
That
a
is
read.
hysterical.
I was like, got it.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Noted.
that is
and
so
will
funny.
Do.
She read you, literally.
like no, but she did give me some really good.
Yeah.
Like she helped.
She's
kind
good.
Of, she helped
This
kind
is
of
Kelly.
Knight.
Knight.
yes.
She helped me like be decisive on some like personal choices.
Right.
And
Well, she
it
kind of
just
walks you through the guidance the cards give you. She doesn't really
Yeah.
tell you like.
I don't know if I believed any
Right.
of it, but it was just like nice.
Well, has it come true?
It wasn't like
You now have the
year. Yeah, no.
I think half of
She
it
kind of said something that was the opposite of what has come
happened.
true.
Uh-oh. If she were Kim Kardashian, you know.
Either way,
Yeah,
I
think
enjoyed
it's
the
more about-
experience.
it's honestly, I think it's more if you're not asking like definitive questions, it's more about just like getting some like feeling of a guidance or feeling inspired.
Inspired.
Feeling
I asked
inspired.
more like quality. I asked more like not yes, no questions.
Like what?
Like I asked like, how will I know between like X, Y, or Z?
Why
know
did
what
you
I mean?
go? Why did you?
I literally like I found this person in like the replies of something on Threads, and I like started looking at her profile and
Yeah.
her whatever, and like she had a bunch of people who said they'd seen her for like 10 years. I
Wow.
was like,
Clients.
okay, and
What
I
made you
was
want to
like,
see someone?
yeah, like what
I
made
just
you want?
felt
What,
like it.
you were pulled.
I feel like
Into
yeah,
the
I just felt like
spiritual.
it, and I go to my Jacqueline Reiki,
Yes.
and
How often
like
do you see her?
every 6 months.
I have not been to her since that one time. That
She's good too.
Love her.
Yeah.
you got me for my birthday.
I was
Yeah,
there
she's-
6 months ago. I
She's
guess,
great. Yeah. And I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. They all tell me I'm close to the veil. So
What,
you know,
like wedding
you know the
veil?
No.
Yeah,
Like the veil.
no,
like
the veil, like psychic.
Oh yeah.
oh, she you know what she said? She
no
said
one tells me that. So
she
it might
told
be
me
accurate.
you know what she said? This was
Let
like
me tell you that though too.
yes,
Yeah.
but she could. So
That's true.
Yeah, I think I am a psychic.
this
I
woman
won't
told
work
me
on-
Do cards in the next card readers, Aleen.
this woman told me she's like if you wanted to train as a psychic, you could.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm not going to. But
You're already training as an actress. It's gonna
I'm
be
not
too
training. I
many-
do not want to train as a psychic. But I do want to know more about astrology.
I could actually see you seeing people in your house as a psychic. Like,
You mean
I
like a
could.
medium?
Yeah.
No. Oh, you mean like clients?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see her like at her, if she got like, you kind of made a great job where you like stay home and then like people come to you,
Like a guru?
you do a reading.
No, like a psychic.
No, like a psychic, like a medium.
Okay. I don't know if I feel, I don't like that. I don't want to like monetize
I
it.
see what you're saying.
You think?
Yes.
I don't want to monetize it. I think I could just use it to benefit us.
Okay. Sounds good.
Benefit me and my close friends. Speaking of Kim Kardashian, I do have one compliment for her. I actually really liked the dress she wore to her mother's birthday party. It was purple, like knit.
I
And
mean,
it
you're
was-
wearing a purple knit.
It wasn't this kind of knit. It was like it wasn't like warm knit.
like sparkly
It was
a
actually one of my
beautiful color.
favorite outfits I've ever seen her wear.
I think I
Ever.
saw that in the post about the deleted pictures from the event. I think I saw that's when I saw her outfit.
Why were there deleted pictures?
There were deleted pictures of Meghan Markle.
You haven't heard this?
Oh, but I mean, I saw pictures of Meghan Markle.
Well, they
so-
were
but they- they're
since
deleted.
I just
Deleted
put,
by
there's a
whom?
photo in it. I put in
Yeah.
a photo with
deleted by whom?
Yes,
Them.
that's the picture.
The Bezoses. By Meghan and Harry.
No Bezos. By Meghan. Meghan's team, I think, has made everybody delete everybody's photos of her and him at this party.
Well, they're in my outline, so I don't think
No,
they
the
did a very
the
good job.
photos are-
They were
exist.
screenshotted before.
Right,
They
so
were
then
up,
why would
and
you
then
have
they
So
were
much so
delete
that
them. So
Meghan
now
Meghan posted them.
Yeah.
And the caption said like, "Hi Kim Kardashian," like to like happy
Yeah.
birthday Kris Jenner. I don't know, and then it said hi. And then after that, I was like, okay, I saw them. And then when we were doing our pre-production call, I was like, oh, they were wiped from the internet.
So she posted them herself.
She posted them herself. So there's all this
So
speculation
someone
about
made her take them down. Then.
why. And I read somewhere, like one of the theories is that it's like Remembrance Month in the UK. And it was like not, I don't know, respectful for them to be like flaunting there at this like big celebrity party. Like that's why Harry was wearing that red heart. Poppy. For like to honor that. And that's part.
You know how they could honor it? Literally, like put up an Instagram post. Like, what does this have to do with it?
I don't know. That's just what I like.
Yeah, no.
I just read it on some fucking like there was just no credibility in from what I read. It was just a theory.
I read also that like in that line, like that Harry is trying to get back into like royal shit, and the royals are not into like them being seen out and about at these parties.
bet.
And while especially, and if he cares, which he does now, because apparently he's like trying to go back to an extent.
I mean, the royals who are so beyond reproach after we find out that the queen like literally covered up for her son and his pedophilia with Jeffrey Epstein. Like it's like, okay, you guys, great. You guys are so great, so honorable.
Well, we're just
'cause you try
speculating as to the reasons.
No, I know.
Right, yeah.
No, you're right. I'm not saying. I actually think you're right. I think that's fucked up. Because okay, look, I think
I wonder.
they don't want to be seen here because it is like oligarch out of touch shit. They want to be seen as like humanitarians,
Meghan's little
do-gooders, simple, and then they're
Right.
here with like all of these very wealthy people who are simping for the Trump administration. They also claim that they are like, humanitarians, liberals, all this stuff. And then they're here with all these people. The other piece is that the
Beyonce was
monarchy, what they did to cover up for Andrew is they threw Meghan and Harry under the bus. Like one of the reasons that we saw so many stories about Meghan and Harry for years is because they wanted to distract from Prince Andrew and the fact that that was like constant, that he was causing constant problems. Like he would go on a trip to like Thailand for work and he would have, in this book, it was written that he had 40 Thai prostitutes come into his hotel room on one trip in a week. Like that was what he would. That's why he went
Hugh
to
Grant in
Bridget Jones' Diary too.
I mean, but the difference is that he would then ask like his taxpayer-funded security
No, it's fucked
officer to then look up like Virginia Giuffre, the victim's social security number and all her personal information. Like they are so fucked. It's so unbelievably insane.
I wonder like if now Meghan and Harry are taking this as an opportunity to get back in because it almost like from a PR perspective, like they stripped Prince Andrew with his title, like he's out. I wonder if they're gonna like try to repair.
Prince Charles is paying for his life now.
Okay,
Like,
but whatever.
it's- yeah.
Maybe they'll try to like as like a happy PR story of like a reconciliation of a family separated and like a new monarchy where like they accept. Even though we know that Prince or King Charles was part of probably said stuff to Meghan.
King Charles is more like
He's more progressive based on the show.
it's more that he's covering it up. This is what it is that they all keep covering it up, and that's why they keep getting in trouble. William and Harry really hate Prince Andrew. So the reason that Andrew got kicked out is because Charles is going to probably die soon, and William is going to be the king. So it's way better for Andrew if Charles like does this, other than William, who will like truly screw him, because William's like, and it's just a matter of time before that happens. So I agree with you that that's what they should do.
Yeah.
If William wants to look like he's reforming the monarchy, like,
Right.
we got all these people out, and like, we're now going to be,
The old guard is out.
Right.
yeah.
And it's the changing of the guard.
right. And we have, like, yes. And like, we have no, we're not part of this, like,
I would bet that they are going to reconcile and it's going to be a big PR story.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that Harry has realized, no offense to Harry, seems like a nice enough man, that he has no real talent outside of being a royal.
Yes.
And that the royal thing is really like all he has. And I think he tried to be, he tried the Netflix thing. I think he realized Meghan's more of like
The American celebrity route.
Yeah,
The
right.
socialite route.
She's a little more into that. It's a little more her thing. I think he realizes he doesn't really have enough talent to do anything other than be like a royal. And I think he wants to go back. That's my theory on Harry.
yeah.
I find this party to
Because
be
here's
like
the thing,
wild though.
the royals could tell them to do anything they want. They're truly separated, and they didn't want to be back in it. They could just be like, I don't care. I'm going to post whatever I want. I'm not like beholden
It's
to you.
still his dad. They're like, I
mean,
think
it's still his
even if
dad,
you're saying,
but he like did a whole documentary where he was
No, I
talking
know,
about like
but-
the brother and the sister-in-law and the dad. Like, I don't think that's the factor as much as
Wrote a
he's
book.
like, I have more to gain by doing what they say and playing the game now because I actually would like to come back.
I mean, the fact that he is wearing the poppy, I think signals that he's like still wants to represent the people from his country. And
Yeah, and
that's
Megan's
like
the one who
British.
posted the photos, so he's like, so clearly she wanted to post the photos.
Yeah.
It's like it's coming from.
these are her friends.
I know, but I'm saying it's coming from him,
Well, he looks
his
like he's
family,
having a good
him,
time.
and like they're.
I think he's having a great time.
I agree.
sure
I think
he is.
there'll be a reconciliation.
Look, I
very soon.
agree. I also think, look,
This is-
I kind of get it. Like, he's British. He's the British monarch. He, part of the monarchy. They've only
his identity.
been out of
nothing
England
else to
for.
do.
He has nothing else to do, but also they've only been out of England for 5 years. It's not like he's going back 15 years later. Like, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, but they didn't just like casually leave. They left with
you
like
can't
a big.
leave casually.
I mean, you
No,
don't have
they
to
were
do.
not gonna
You
let
don't have
him
to
leave.
do a Netflix documentary when you leave.
No, they
you
didn't have to do that, but they didn't
write a
have
book
to.
called
But
Spare.
Yeah, or write
They
a book.
couldn't
Right,
have-
or write a book, a tell-all book. You don't
the
have
thing
to
is,
do that.
okay, you're talking about this, and it's on the heels of things that we didn't know about at the time, which is that his whole family was attacking him and telling the press to attack him and his wife so that they could cover for their pedophile brother.
I'm saying,
It's
but
like-
now he wants to go back.
it's his home. It's like it's not
I'm just
that
saying. I think
simple.
there's a lot of like mixed.
I don't think
things in there.
There are mixed things in there because it's his family. They're dysfunctional. He has this brother. Like his brother was
definitely dysfunctional.
It's really dysfunctional. I don't think it's all like, oh, he can't do anything. So he like, it's like they genuinely fucked him over and his wife over. And like, would you not feel like
They definitely villainized them. But
But he wants to go back.
I mean, I think
a lot of them are dying? Like the people who did this, and like it's also like it's his brother. Like it's his only
I don't
family.
know. I'm just saying I don't buy like that he's not gaining a lot from doing this or have some sort of like personal ulterior motive from
But just
all the
because-
things he was trying to do when he came here not really working out for him.
Yes, but just because someone can gain something doesn't
Meghan
mean
definitely
that.
wants to be like a princess.
Of course, yeah.
She still
she
uses-
does that all the time.
But the thing is, just because someone has something to gain
actually
doesn't mean
Sussex.
that they're doing it only because they have that to gain.
But okay, can we talk about
Anyway.
the party though? Because
Yeah.
it was really bananas to me to see like Bezos, Beyonce,
Martha
Mark
Stewart.
Zuckerberg. Martha Stewart's like in that vibe. Like Mark Zuckerberg with his meta glasses, Mariah Carey, like all, and
you
then
get everyone
Dr.
there?
Steve Levine also.
Who's that?
That's her facelift magician.
okay.
She like posted one dedicated photo in a carousel with him. Because like he is the magician. He is.
Do you notice that the whole internet is now pointing out Kris Jenner's gloves because someone once pointed out the difference between her like face skin and her hand skin, and so now she like only wears gloves.
Really, I didn't know that. I didn't notice that at all. But that's really funny. She does look
She can
amazing.
get her hand lipped.
There was one scene in All's Fair where Kim like straddles her boyfriend in the very beginning, and from the side, I thought it was Kris. They look
Is that a compliment?
so much alike. And now I've been seeing people say like they look the same
When
in
I see
person. They get confused.
When I see pictures of various Kardashians, I actually sometimes confuse like I've seen a picture of Kris where I think it's Khloe before.
Yeah.
Which,
but
like-
Kim and Kris look
I know
They
that
do look
this,
similar.
I know this is probably like their goal, but I think that it's kind of freaky
I mean,
to have like surgeons constantly like
mean, that's
making
sort of
your
their-
family
that's
all
their
sort
thing.
of merge into one face.
I mean,
Well,
but
I'm
no,
not-
they've created a look. That's like what people are going to their surgeons
Right.
for.
Wow, they are
It's
so
their
for
brand.
10
That's what I'm saying,
years.
That's their brand.
For 10 years, like they've been, that's where contouring came from.
Wait, can I
It
ask?
came from drag queens.
Aleen, was
No, but I mean, like that's
didn't
where
mainstream.
They didn't mainstream it.
Yeah.
was Timothy there?
No,
There are rumors they broke up.
that would
And that
break my
it's,
heart.
it's not their first one. It's been an on and off.
really sad to
Interesting.
hear that.
Rumors.
Kylie's been posting a lot of her being drunk,
Then that's
Probably.
okay. So we know.
Interesting. What do you
but
think
having fun with her
happens?
friends. But like
I think
drunk.
he doesn't like. He's over her.
He doesn't want to be. But he just told Gwyneth Paltrow that he's dating a woman with kids, and she didn't know who it was.
That was so funny.
That was really
I
funny.
don't know. They could not be broken up. I think all of this feels. I was thinking about this while I was driving the other day about how it's so intentional. Like the way that Kris like moves her family in different spheres of influence and like of fame and celebrity. The way that like Kim is now on TV and
Yeah.
she's acting, but like before that, like how can she be taken more seriously? She has Kylie dating Timmy.
Oh, I think Kylie and Timmy like each other. Like I don't think she like
I do
engineered that.
too.
I think Kylie likes Timmy.
I think they like.
I think Timmy likes the idea of Kylie.
I think they like to have sex.
Well, here's my observation. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen every single picture of every event that's ever been thrown, but it seems to me that Kylie has gone to all of Timothy's events, and I have not seen him at one Kardashian related thing.
What are her events other than this? Christmas party?
Anything show adjacent, anything about anything that she's doing. I don't see him
Have
at
you
any.
seen them anywhere though?
I've seen her at a baseball game. I don't think that's her idea. I've seen
Basketball?
them. But I mean, that
No, she likes that. She probably
Knicks.
is into that.
The Knicks games.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with the Knicks.
He
Or
is.
then the tennis also.
Oh yeah, they went to.
I've never seen her at
Wimbledon or
those
US
games like
Open.
It's
without
almost
him,
like
right?
Kylie Jenner doesn't have much of a personality.
Right. Well, no, I'm saying I think maybe
Talk
it's
shit
like
about King Kylie.
I think Kylie maybe I think it's kind of like one. It could be my two theories are one. It could be like press oriented, and Kylie has almost like paid him to be like her date to these events,
He's an
I don't think
escort.
so.
and like because it's good for her. It's good for her image to be like seen with a serious actor.
But then why would she tell Gwyneth Paltrow? Why would he tell Gwyneth Paltrow that he's dating a
I
mom
think
of kids?
they like each other, but I do think that there
because
was
he's
strategy.
contractually obligated to.
There's
But why?
strategy.
Why? Why
Yeah,
would
and
he
then-
say like someone with kids though? It's like I'm dating. Why wasn't Gwyneth Paltrow at this party?
Maybe some people couldn't attend.
Maybe they're busy, or maybe they know it looks bad.
No,
my other-
I
I
don't
was
think
shocked.
this looks bad
I think it does. I think they were. I think honestly, like
from their perspective.
no, from their perspective,
it
they
does
don't
not
give a
look
fuck.
bad.
No, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to not be included. But I don't know. Maybe Gwyneth was busy. Who knows?
There's zero chance that Gwyneth would not
No, she
want to
wouldn't
be
care.
photographed there.
No, she wouldn't care.
1,000%. Like she's married to Brad Falchuk.
Yeah,
He
she's like
made this show with Ryan Murphy. They
Why wasn't he there?
Gwyneth Paltrow would be down to be seen anywhere Beyonce is.
Yes,
100%.
true.
I think Beyonce being there kind of makes it feel like more
Legit.
legitimate to be there.
Right. There's like talent in the room.
Right. That's
There's
like
not-
that.
yeah.
I think is
You're
her big.
actually
Mariah
right.
Carey was there.
Yes,
I know, but
Mariah
I think
Carey's also very
Beyonce is her
talented.
biggest get.
Yes, agreed. You know who I think it
Oprah.
doesn't look good for? Oprah. Oprah's the person who I think it looks like.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I kind
She's-
of agree.
She's Adele.
Adele's a singer.
Anyway.
I don't know why she hosted at Jeff Bezos' house.
Oh, really?
That's where it was.
I didn't know that.
Why does
Yeah.
he have a red carpet?
I think they
That's
set
the
it up.
design.
But do you know how?
Let me just get this out of my closet.
Yeah, you can use the spare
you have
living
one.
room with the red carpet.
Why does he have a red carpet? That was like whatever her name is that does all of their events. What's her name?
Mindy Weiss.
Mindy Weiss, like probably designed.
You know the hedges in front of Jeff Bezos? Wait, you know those hedges in front of his house that they were all like photographed in front of?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Whatever.
I didn't see that.
It's like you see it in the background. Maybe this is inside the party, but when they were doing like the photos when they were all coming in, that's the photos. But
Yeah.
my point was that those hedges are illegal in LA. Like they're double the height they're allowed to be.
Oh yeah, he pays
so
for that.
he pays like
fines.
millions a year so he can keep them that height.
In fees, yeah. I mean,
Normal.
privacy. I don't know.
You would do it if you were him.
Like, yeah, like if I was
I mean, the hedges do look nice. They look nice at that height.
like in the Hamptons, they have hedges.
That's not the.
That high.
I'm not saying the hedges are the problem. I'm saying the fact that he pays millions of dollars to keep the hedges much
He's
illegally.
funding the city.
What?
He's funding
You know,
the
that
city.
is the thing.
He's funding the city. Anyway, party looked crazy. Cannot just like Mariah Carey, just like strutting down.
I
The
love
show.
Kim's outfit.
The show of it all, the richness of it
Beyonce
all.
looks great.
Hunger Games.
Very. It's very surreal.
Not Hunger Games, Squid Game.
But it's just like such a display to post all of these things. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
why, I mean, I don't think they would do it if they like I actually think part of it is so everyone knows who's there. Like if they actually
Right.
wanted it just for itself, they would just not post it. Like you wouldn't have photographers in front. They could easily make sure that doesn't happen. They want it to happen.
Evan Spiegel also.
Do you think-
Imagine this room of just like
It's very Hunger Games, like District 1, while everyone
Yes.
else is like starving, the economy's going to shit. But don't
Totally.
worry about them, they're partying or whatever.
And the fact that it's
Totally.
at Bezos' house rather
Yeah.
than like at
An
a
event
public
space.
venue.
Right.
Or a private
it's very
venue.
Or her
it's-
private
It's
venue.
very
Or her
like
house.
Yeah.
so exclusive.
That's what
Do you
I'm
think,
saying.
Do you think Kris Jenner looked in the mirror the morning of this party and said, "I've made it"? Like I put in all this effort and
20
time.
years,
and
20
yeah,
years.
yeah, I did it. You did
I'd
it,
love
Kris?
to ask her
or
that
like
question.
or like you know how in Legally Blonde she goes me.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely.
I mean, this
what
is
she
sort
did.
to me. It's like a little bit of the culmination of like everything that was like her goal starting out with the show. Is she is now surrounded by these people, extremely rich, kind of one of them, and like that was her goal
and also
going into it.
known. Like she herself is the celebrity, not for being a celebrity, but for being the brains behind but like also the vision. She's not just the operator, she's the vision and the operator of like making this empire and creating so much power and fame
From nothing,
from
really. From no
a,
talent.
from a sex tape. And it's
Kris
shocking.
Jenner is the only actual talent in the family. Is
Yeah.
really the reality.
I hope
she
she-
is the everything.
I hope she did a villainous laugh when she looked in the mirror.
She's kind of like Maleficent.
She
Yeah.
is.
It's like evil, but it's impressive.
No, I actually
you
think
know
she's
what
evil.
it's
but
giving?
she's
The-
fabulous,
are you
but
thinking
she's
of the
evil.
Dalmatian?
Death, no, it's giving. Oh, Cruella, it's
Yeah.
giving. Death becomes her because she's like
The hands.
Got a new hair.
the hands, the like new face, the potion. Like in this world,
that.
it's like the potions are being like
I love that
shared. It's very like Illuminati, like. It's very that. It reminds me of actually the Apocalypse show, Ryan Murphy's
From American Horror
Apocalypse.
I love
show.
that. I love that
It
movie.
gives.
Death
It's
Becomes
giving.
Her.
It's giving. Death becomes her.
Yes.
Well,
Anyway,
should we talk about some TV?
let's talk about some TV.
Speaking of the end of the world,
Wait. Let's talk about Pluribus, but first, can we just do a quick minute on all her fault?
Yeah,
Yes.
guys, you go
'cause
for
we
it. I'm
loved
not
it.
seeing. I'm not. I can't watch it.
Eileen should
Right.
not watch
Yes.
it.
I loved it. And the first few episodes that I watched, all I kept thinking was I was like doing a trigger count for everything that would trigger you in the show.
Same.
And I saw Sami like the night after I started watching it. I was like, I think like almost like every line of dialogue in the show would trigger Aleen.
Your worst nightmare. Actually,
Yeah, no, I know.
Like if someone wrote, like
I'm really
personally
upset.
designed-
if someone was trying to like write a show to
upset
fuck
me.
with you.
Yeah.
This is the
This
show.
is
I
the
would
show,
Here's
and
the
they would
thing.
put Sarah Snook in it to tempt her.
To fuck with me, to fuck with me, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has a vendetta against me over there. I mean,
But you're
like,
gonna resist. I don't think you should watch it.
I'm gonna resist. No, I. No.
I mean, it depends how
No,
much
she
you can
shouldn't
remove
watch it. There's
yourself
no.
from-
I can't.
No.
Okay, well,
Honestly,
then no.
like
I cannot.
I found it hard to
cry
remove myself.
when I watch a dumb TikTok about dogs. Like I cannot remove
What's the
myself.
main source of anxiety? Just like losing.
It's the way
the
in
kid?
which. So
I don't
it's-
tell me what happens. I don't want to be like at
There's
all
so
immersed.
many different points for her.
I
I
don't
could
want to be
send you.
immersed
I
in
could send you an
anything.
outline.
just the concept of child goes missing. Like I
it's also
can't.
there's commentary
I
around
can't
it.
even
Right.
say it.
Yeah.
It hurts
Yeah.
my
No, but I'm
stomach.
saying there's also like more themes that would trigger you, even just than that.
Really,
Yeah.
like beyond
Yes.
child.
Yeah, like how they
Yes.
how they basically like put it on the mom, how she should have known the dad was at work.
Oh, the
like
guilt.
the guilt, the way the roles,
I'm
the
gonna
other
throw up.
moms, the
I'm
way
gonna
they
throw
speak
up.
to each other.
I'm like I'm
it's
actively sick. I'm,
the-
I'm physically
wait,
ill.
You know which character killed
I'm
me
like
though?
trying to get rid of this.
Get rid of the energy.
I will tell you, like the character for me that is birth control is the woman at the school who like keeps asking them to participate in the fundraiser.
fundraiser?
Yeah. I'm like, I swear to God, if I ever had to like meet someone like that who dared speak to me that way, I would like,
Who asked you to volunteer for a
no.
fundraiser?
It's not just that they ask you, it's that they emotionally pressure you and say
Right.
like, well, parents with one kid, they really usually
yeah.
volunteer more because parents with two kids are so much busier. I wanted to punch the woman in the face. Like, I swear to God, like it triggered me.
It was a good show.
Like
though.
just that, like the condescending bitch who like has like no.
But was it
Yeah.
a good? It was a good show.
It's
You loved
it's
it?
very entertaining. Yeah, I'm not
Really
telling you. I
good.
didn't finish it yet. Sammy finished it.
I finished it. It stays really good. It's really interesting. It's not straightforward. It's like honestly, I actually think you could handle the second half, but it's the setup.
Even there's a line from that woman in the first half where she's like, "I get it, like the moms who don't stay at home, like they need to have a nanny because like the nanny's involved in the
Oh,
thing."
the nanny stuff is like
she's like, like this. I don't do it, but like I get it. Like moms, they have to work. They have to get a nanny.
this is the woman I hated.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I hate this. She was a great actress. I'm like, I really
My stomach isn't a
viscerally
full
hate her.
knot.
Sorry. Okay, we'll move on.
Yeah.
We'll move
But
on.
the kid was so cute. We'll tell you.
Dakota Johnson. No, not Dakota. Dakota Fanning is in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw clips.
She's
of her.
really good. She was good.
I saw clips of her like kind of saying to her husband like the thing like when I have off.
Yes.
Like it's not time off for me.
She has like a
That
few
whole
dialogues
thing.
like that.
That
yeah.
whole
Like
thing.
that are very like Barbie dialogue. Yeah.
But like not, yeah, it's a really good show.
Yeah, and then like there's like a spoiler alert, and then there's like a coworker who's like embezzling from her. There's just like so many different things
Yeah,
that you would be like,
that's-
I forgot about that part.
Just no one.
Oh yeah, oh my God. There's so much.
That's
Yeah,
really
you really
funny.
shouldn't watch it.
What is her job?
She's
Wealth
like
advisor.
She
Wealth
owns a
manager.
wealth advising like firm.
Oh, so she's a founder.
yes,
Yes, she's a founder.
Somebody's fucking with me.
Yeah, and she's like very busy. She lives in a gorgeous house.
Yeah.
The house. Oh,
Oh my God, the house.
This was
great.
really made to tempt you.
The house is another character in the show.
the house
yeah.
is insane. The house was
They're very,
like
very
the
rich,
house was
yeah.
honestly like one of the most insane houses.
It's great.
It's literally like one of the most insane houses I've seen.
Yeah, it's worth it
in
just to
general.
watch for the house. You get the house in the first episode.
But
How
like
old's the
in a
kid?
triggering way.
Yeah,
How
like,
like
old's the
true.
kid?
5.
5.
Fuck.
I actually don't think the kid's that good of an actor. Personally, he's
think he
cute.
was so cute.
I think he's cute, but I don't think he's a good actor. I didn't
5.
believe anything
didn't
he was saying.
believe he was
you know, it
kidnapped?
was a good.
You guys, I want
You
to
know, I would
watch
have believed
it.
Dakota Fanning.
You have
as a
made
5-year-old.
me want to watch this show, even though I desperately don't want to. You've made me want to watch
Look,
it.
I mean, now you feel like
just
you've
have
been inoculated.
Yeah,
You
you
know-
feel
you
like
know-
you're going to be triggered. You
the
can have
thing
your
that
trigger.
really
You might find
hooked
it funny.
me, the thing that hooked me was the interior, the home.
Oh, you see a lot of this home.
There is nothing I love more.
The home is really cool.
There's nothing I love.
that like driveway. I'm like, ooh, look at that. Look at those
That brings me
vines
so
on
much
that.
joy. Can I tell you,
Vines,
when
Aleen,
I was
vines.
postpartum with Lucas, I needed like real pick me ups. So I was just looking up interior design shows all over TV, and I found like House of Allie. I don't know if you guys know Allie Budd. She's like this really big Toronto-based designer, and now I'm like her biggest fan, and I'm speaking to her on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
Or not Tuesday, in 2 days. But I'm just like,
About decorating her home.
no, not my home, but like, it's just the home stuff might negate all of the other triggers.
Well, there is a part where they flash back to her being postpartum.
Oh yeah, they do that
It's
too, yeah.
great.
And she's up all night and the
It's
husband's
really
sleeping.
bad.
Great.
That part actually, I was like, ooh.
yeah.
Honestly, there are
Fuck.
fears that she hasn't even thought of that this show could invent.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't actually know that. The fears.
Maybe you have.
I have fears. I have doubts.
So much doubt.
Sarah Snook is very good in it.
She's insane in everything
Yeah.
she's in.
I mean, she's great.
She actually like disappears into her character.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe she
Everything.
could teach me how to act.
That's a good idea. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let
when
us
did
know
she
if you-
start
Let
acting?
us know if you watch it. You can just text us all your triggers as you
okay.
go.
Well,
I actually, like-
when you were telling me that, I felt really honored that you were thinking of me while you were watching.
I was thinking about you.
Yeah, I was like, this would
It was so
literally.
sweet.
Well,
I actually
first
said to Mike, I'm like, this is like this show is Aleen's
worst
worst
nightmare.
nightmare.
So cute.
Well, part of it's because it's Sarah Snook, and I normally
Yeah.
be like, oh my God, Sarah Snook's so good in this.
Yeah,
You have
she's
to
my
see her.
brand.
But then it's like, oh, she doesn't
can't.
want to see that.
Yeah,
She doesn't want to
no.
see that. She
Yeah.
doesn't want to hear about that.
That's really-
Comment on YouTube your
Yeah.
triggers.
Yes.
yeah.
Everything. Trigger 354. Trigger on 14.
Are we missing anything else?
Trigger like literally every timestamp.
Great
Okay.
shot of the interior at 5 minutes. Though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Can we talk about Pluribus real quick?
Yeah.
Of course.
Did you watch it?
boy.
I watched the first episode. There's 2 episodes out,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
I
the
watched
first episode was a movie. It was
Yeah.
so intense.
Yeah, but it was like it's good because it's like a little funny, so it takes the edge off. But I liked it.
It was filmed
Exactly like the other Vince Gilligan shows.
exactly
which
like
I
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like which I loved.
Okay, so
I think it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, or it did at one point.
100%.
First episode, the
Yes.
pilot got it.
Okay, I actually like the second episode more than the first episode.
Don't tell me what happens.
It's more just like setup, but you get the.
I
Yeah.
didn't
I loved it.
love the
I thought
second
it was like
episode as much.
the first episode was too like scary for me. Like not scary, but like I don't like the icky stuff. You know.
I thought it was too absurd, the second episode.
Oh, that's what I loved about it. I was like, oh, this is going to be fucking weird.
I thought I was ready for it to be like crazy, but like a little bit still grounded in reality. To me, that felt really unrealistic.
Did you watch it more than once?
No.
Okay. So on the first.
No.
Did you watch
Yeah.
it 54 times?
No, because I watched it twice.
Episode
You
2
didn't-
also
oh, I
has
get it,
100%
you didn't-
on
it
Rotten
does.
No,
Tomatoes.
because
yeah.
I get it because you didn't watch it 25 times.
No,
You
because
didn't
I watched it
dissect it.
twice. No, because I watched it twice. And
Yeah.
there were a lot. I
You
watched
listen to
both
6
episodes.
podcasts about what
No, I
happened.
didn't.
Have you spent 6 hours reading every single review there is?
No, I'm just wondering because it's first of all, I would review the show if you're down.
No.
No, anyone?
can't.
Is anyone down?
I'd have to see like a few more episodes.
I
It's
can't.
gonna go for 4 seasons, and
I know.
it's gonna be. I have a lot of like thoughts on about it. Like, there's so much to analyze here.
Agreed.
What did you think? Like,
Can you explain high level to me or anyone who's listening who's interested? There's
What
like
is the meaning?
or like what has happened? There's like an issue in the factory or the chemical thing. Like
Okay.
like exactly
That was-
what is? Can
it was
you
a
give me, like,
virus.
This okay. It's
a virus.
It's not quite a virus. Basically, this like frequency from space, from extraterrestrial wherever, has infected-ish about like humans. And what it does is it's like they described it as like a psychic glue that sort of binds everyone in the world. So everyone's consciousnesses are combined into one, including like all dead people, their memories. And so everyone is kind of like
like
everyone else. Like
AI, in a sense.
well, so
Is that what it's
he
supposed to
came up
represent?
with it before AI.
Well, no, AI has been around for like ever and ever
Well, he
and ever.
came up
The
with it
concept
before
of it.
AI was like,
Well, and probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, to me, so basically someone from space, aliens
Okay.
from space, sent a code, which was like a DNA code.
So it's
right?
it is an alien thing.
It's got to
Kind
be
of.
from
doesn't,
somewhere
like,
else.
it's
Right.
not like so important what like the source at this moment.
And so then the scientists, the army, were trying to create it and understand what it was. And then that's where the accident happened, and then infected.
She gets infected, okay.
And infects everybody.
and you have to like make out with someone to infect.
No, wait,
them.
like people automatically infect someone who's not infected. Like once you have it, they're seeking to convert more people.
Right.
But there's
By touching them.
12 people.
By, like, saliva, it seems like.
Saliva.
Right.
But there's
Yeah. 12
12 people in the world who can't
It
who
didn't affect, or
affect
immune.
them, or immune from it, exactly. And then like 800 million people died or something. Oh, they say this in the second episode.
or like the concept of the show is basically the world's most miserable woman is trying to like save the world from happiness, because like all of these people like
Are blissful and happy.
all these people are so happy, there's no crime because everybody is like one. And it's so funny because I was thinking about, you know, all these people who go to do these like crazy trips of like ketamine trips and ayahuasca trip. You read about like the mushroom trip. They all
say, "Oh,
they
we're
all
all
say
one."
we're all one.
But this is the thing. When I once did one of those guided things,
Yeah,
I
did you?
had that feeling too.
No,
It's
I know,
like
and I
everything
remember
is everything.
that. But I remember you telling me that. I remember hearing that from other people, and like to me, that's basically they've like elevated to their highest power, and everybody is one, and everybody has one consciousness, and everybody's happy because we are all one and same. And they're trying to basically say to her that like you have to join us. I thought that was the really,
or like we want you to join us.
We want you to join us.
It's better here.
Yeah, and she's saying no, it's not. Your individuality is gone, but
Your
like
humanity is gone.
and your humanity, but it's funny because like her temper affects
the mass.
The mass.
The joined
Did you
people.
see that part?
Yeah,
yet?
where that's in the first episode
Okay.
where she like yells
Yeah.
at the woman, and then the that looks like her character.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
I like that it's funny because it makes it like a little more like okay.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking it was a metaphor for like people who like promote end times. Like people who like believe in the Messiah, that like when the Messiah comes, like everyone, like world peace will be here and everyone will be like one and all these things. But like she, the stands in for the character, is like people now who are like, you can't be running things on like waiting for the Messiah to come. Like you can't be forcing people into this because there's like, you know, so much like war and death that brought this. And like that was like I saw there was like an article, someone was asking Vince Gilligan like if this was about AI, and he said like I kind of thought about this before AI was really popular, but that was my interpretation. But he was saying how he doesn't want to like give people what the interpretation
Exactly,
is.
yeah.
So mine was that this is like kind of about like spiritual fanaticism, like trying to advertise that like this is what you need, and like you need to join up with us because we have the answers and you don't, and you're just like this messy human.
Well, why is she so miserable even before this?
She's just like that
She's just Ms.
because she's a writer and she writes like smut shitty
Right,
books,
but
and
they
she
do
wants to
well.
write like real art.
But they do really
Right.
well.
And
Yeah.
they do very well. That was
And so
funny.
she's, yeah.
Where she's like, he's like, should I know you? And she goes, do you like mindless crap?
Yeah, that was really funny. No, the whole opening scene where she's talking to her like fans.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to know if Raban is here. And she's like, go to page
218.
218. Yeah. That was really, really funny.
That was funny.
I got a sense that it was more like a commentary, not necessarily, maybe it's all of it. Like AI.
Well, that is kind of like what AI, like AGI, is trying to achieve, this like ultimate knowledge.
Which kind of, that basically when you talk to fucking Gemini, it's essentially all the same. It's like a combined network of knowledge, of everybody's knowledge.
Yeah,
Like, and
it can only
emotions.
occasionally spell strawberry correctly.
But
So.
like, whatever.
Look,
that-
there's a lot of ours. They go in a weird order. You can sound it out.
But either way, that's what it's exactly the same. But and it's like also it puts it on this pedestal of like bliss and happiness and achievement of like this higher power of like your third eye in a sense, where we're all
Yeah.
happy, we're all the same, and we're all one. But what's better?
Well, he also said that he thinks AI is like the worst thing in the entire world, and he thinks that it's just absolute shit, and that it will not actually hurt artists because it can't make art. I agree with him. I mean, it'll hurt like factory production of stuff,
Right.
but you know, not like original. It can't come up with an original idea. It is not physically possible, I think.
Yeah.
Because it can only
Yeah.
generate. Honestly, like I think that like you could use AI to make art, but like I just don't think.
Well, it's not gonna be the same level.
I don't want. No, it could be the same level. It can make bad art, like it can make mediocre art, but it's not going to replace like a real.
Anything like related to humanity and like the human arts, like philosophy and things like that is what's basically doing. Those types of degrees are now most valuable.
They're valuable.
Compared,
I like the,
yeah,
I like
that's
the idea
true.
of calling them human arts or humanities.
Humanities.
Yeah.
It's most valuable, or like they're becoming more and more valuable out of colleges and universities, like compared to engineers, which are so much less valuable. But while they were the most valuable like 5 years ago, it's really interesting.
Created
Which
their own
is wild
replacements.
because if you graduate now with a liberal arts degree,
Like, remember
you
when
chose
coding-
to get that when everyone was telling you that a liberal arts degree is worthless, it is
Totally.
you should not get it, it is a waste of money. So probably only the people
Technology,
who
yeah.
got it are like probably rich kids.
Well, I just mean like all that because to build this technology, you required those degrees in coding and engineering and all of that. Now they've almost replaced themselves in a way, as
Or
long
at
as
least the entry level versions
Right.
of themselves.
But now even like,
But then how will anyone learn like I guess
like even coding, for example, like that was really important. But now everybody's vibe coding, which is you're basically, you know how to prompt you're creating code through prompting AI. AI creates the code for you.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to know how to code.
Yeah.
You just need to know what you want. And
Does that- what
to
does
me,
that
knowing
make?
what you
Yeah.
whatever you're trying to make,
Yeah.
like tools, whatever.
it work?
So what really is important is to know what you want and create something, and creativity. And so like creative arts are actually quite important, and creativity and the most human
That creativity
works
is what makes
the most
humans
important thing now.
human.
We have to go.
Yeah.
Okay, wrap it up.
Betch of the
Joey
week.
say.
Let's do Betch of the week, Vince Gilligan, because this is a great show. Do you have any
I'm down.
objections?
I mean, Kris
Kris
Jenner
Jenner
has
turned
has,
70.
Has created
I don't care.
not turned 70, but done some weird black magic to create this world for herself.
She has the money to make her feel good about that. I don't really care.
I both think this feat should be Betch of the week and sent to the Caymans.
I
Just go
don't-
back and forth,
I think
right?
I think Kris Jenner has
She
enough
goes with her
attention.
medal. She has the medal.
She did what
Why
she
don't
was
you give
supposed to
Sarah
do.
Snook?
But
Okay,
give
I
it to Sarah
prefer
Snook?
Sarah
Okay.
Snook because Kris
All right.
Jenner has enough attention, and also like
she's an evil genius.
like this is the thing with Kris. It's
Okay, well, let's give
I
it to
was
Sarah
gonna say
Snook,
something else,
and it's debated in my head whether or not I will watch this. Can I send somebody to the Caymans? I know we
Yes,
didn't
who are
talk
you
about
nominating?
this. As much as I love her, Shay Mitchell, she launched a new skincare for kids called Rinny in partnership with like Korean esthetologist or esthetician.
What's the point?
It's safe ingredients, clean ingredients for kids skincare, not because kids need it, but because their occasion that they're like marketing around is that like
Because they want money.
No. The occasion that they're marketing around is when moms are putting on their skincare.
It's like make
and the
believe
kid
almost.
wants to do it. The actual skincare that the mom has is not safe for kids. So here, like, play along with me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, the other argument is just say no.
Right. Well, it's like almost like an easy bake oven.
No, it's not.
It's not because the
Easy Bake Oven doesn't make you feel bad about
She has a
yourself.
fucking point, though. No, think about the like standards of women to be in the kitchen. Here's a fucking Easy Bake Oven.
Well, you also
it is very similar.
you have other things that girls can play with. They can, I think the oven's not the problem. It's
No,
who.
but it's setting. It's like
Right.
making it's setting the standards. The beauty. It's almost reinforcing those beauty standards at a young age, and it just doesn't.
Almost. That is what it is. It's actually like, because here's the thing.
But there are
when you were
also-
young, or Mila, does she look at your makeup? Do you let her like look at your makeup and play along with it? Like, or what do you say to her when she?
I don't give her this stuff.
Okay, so you could the moms could just not give.
Exactly.
Like,
I'll just don't let her. I'll like pick and choose what she can play with and that I know she's gonna ruin, and she just pretends to paint it on things,
Right, so what
not
do you-
herself. Yeah, like it's not something I'll. A mask I think is ridiculous, but the other thing, there are so many moms that do put makeup on their kids at a certain age, whether they're doing like the
Pageants.
pageant stuff or dress up or whatever, and creating clean. But it's again reinforcing the clean thing, which I don't love either.
Clean is marketing.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
marketing to make the
Anyway,
kids. Yeah.
That's our show.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.